Viewers, good evening. We have to confront the reality tonight. At the outset, let me make it clear that some uncomfortable questions will have to be asked. A group of opposition leaders and Pakistani apologists have once again come forward with a letter, and I have a copy of that letter. They are begging the government to resume talks with Pakistan. They've used beautiful words like humanity, peace, dialogue, friendship. But in that entire letter, in this entire letter, there is not one single word against Pakistan-sponsored terror. Not one word. Not one word of condemnation. Not one word for the victims who died because of that terror. Have we forgotten Pahalgam already? Pakistani terrorists killed 26 innocents. Families were destroyed in seconds. These were ordinary Indians enjoying a holiday. Pakistan terror groups openly claimed responsibility, yet these apologists, how many of them? 61 of them. Here are their names. They forget all that and sit down for talks as if nothing ever happened. They want business as usual. Viewers, is the blood of Indians really so cheap? Is the life of an Indian citizen worth so little that we can, wipe it away and shake hands with the very people who sent terrorists to kill us, to spill Indian blood? Pakistan does not hide its plan. It openly follows the policy of bleeding India through 1,000 cuts. It trains terrorists, transports them, celebrates every attack on Indian soil. So why should we float the idea of having talks with Pakistan that refuses to stop terror? Why should we reward terror with talks? Why? I'll tell you about the twist in this story now. The BJP has called out these opposition leaders as Pak Premis and apologists. They are tearing into them for this weak and dangerous stand. But viewers, here's the truth that cannot be ignored any longer. If Congress and these opposition leaders are being called Pak apologists for demanding talks, then how is it that the RSS is any different? The RSS has also said we must keep the doors of dialogue open with Pakistan, not once, but twice. They've talked about keeping a window for engagement alive with Pakistan. So if one group is wrong for wanting talks with Pakistan, why should the other group not be held to the same account, same standard? What prompts these people, these powerful entities, to suddenly start advocating talks with Pakistan? What is the real compulsion behind this sudden push? Is it some kind of pressure from outside, America, someone else? I don't know. Is it an attempt to look reasonable and soft in front of the world? Is it a way to weaken India from within? I don't know. These questions need clear answers. And why this sudden interest in track 2, track 3, track 4 talks? Why? Why indulge in these hidden routes? Why try to circumvent the clear stand that Pakistan must first stop supporting terror, exporting terror? What do I say, viewers? Imagine for a moment the mother who lost her son in Pahalgam, and imagine telling her that we are going back to the talks table with the same country that sent the killers. Does that feel right to you? Our people, our martyrs deserve better than soft talks and, backdoor deals. Every call for talks with Pakistan, every call, or even the idea, is a betrayal of the dead and a danger to the living. Let's get that right. We must demand answers from everyone who is pushing for these talks. We must refuse to let our blood be treated as cheap.
Well, PDP's agenda has always been that Jammu Kashmir, which has become a bone of contention between our country and Pakistan, has to become a bridge between the two sides. And I'm happy that, RSS senior leadership like Hosbole and then Mohan Bhagwat, they have also endorsed this stand that, there has to be a dialogue between the two sides.
पहलगाम के ठीक बाद आप क्रिकेट खेल रहे हैं दुबई में, क्या हाथ नहीं मिलाएंगे? मतलब ये पाखंड है कि नहीं? इस तरह के पाखंड से बचने का एकमात्र उपाय है कि आप एक तरफ आप ट्रैक टू डिप्लोमेसी में लगे हुए हैं, राम माधव जी का नाम आ रहा है, अभी कभी आकर के हल्का डिनायल होता है।
The security and self-respect of a country and a nation has to be protected, and the government of the day should take note of it and take care of it. But at the same time, we need not close the doors. We should always be ready to engage them in a dialogue.
We are not like Hitler. That is not our nature. That is not our way. So we have to keep some door open. We have to keep the scope open.
Let's open this up. Harshvardhan Tripathi ji, senior journalist, Tehseen Poonawala, Aditya Gupta, spokesperson of the PDP, Nilofar Masood, spokesperson of the National Conference, Umar Junaidi, political analyst, Dr. John Dayal, human rights activist, signatory. He is also signed on this letter. Karan Verma completes the panel. Dr. John Dayal, when did you sign this letter, sir? Who asked you to sign the letter?
Well, that's none of your business who asked me to send the letter. I signed it of my own volition.
Someone must have told you, I'm sure. This did not come on your WhatsApp.
No, I signed it of my own
I know.
volition.
Obviously, I'm not
Why
asking.
should I?
No. I am not of the opinion that someone put a gun on your head and said, sign it, Dr. Dayal. Who told you to sign that? Look, somebody must have told you that, you know, we are forming a group of 61 individuals and we are going to have this letter campaign. Ask the government to start talks with Pakistan. Whose idea was this?
It could be a collective idea.
Okay.
There's a group active over the years, I must say, if not over the decades, which has been pressing for peace between India and Pakistan. We write books about it, we have seminars on it,
Right.
we have meetings on it. It's one of
No,
those things
you've
that
also
comes up.
written books and seminars and, you know, whatnot about Maoists, but, you know, I'll keep that for some other day. Now, Dr. Dayal, when you say peace with Pakistan, what do you think prevents peace with Pakistan? Why is there no peace between India and Pakistan?
I think because of the warmongers in the two countries. What else can there be these?
Warmongers. Would you like to name a few warmongers in India, sir?
No, I would not like to name. You know them as well.
I don't know.
Like to insult you.
I don't know. No. Let's name and shame the warmongers. War is obviously not the right thing to do. You are a human rights activist, peace activist. Name and shame the warmongers. Who do you think is a warmonger in India?
Warmongers are those, warmongers, my dear friend, are those who benefit in this state of tension between the two countries.
Okay. Now, let me make it easier for you. Dr. John Dayal, was Ajmal Kasab a warmonger or a peace activist?
I didn't catch that one. Tell me. 1 second, please. Yeah, come again.
I'll come again, sir. I'll ask you till you answer this. Was Ajmal Kasab a warmonger or a peace activist? Have you heard the name before, Ajmal Kasab?
Yes, I have heard it from your mouth too. I've also heard it. Yes, of course, he was a warmonger.
Who sent Ajmal Kasab here with a machine gun?
He was a terrorist. He paid for it with his life.
Paid for it? No. Who sent Ajmal Kasab? Like someone asked you to sign the letter, someone must have told Ajmal Kasab that go there.
Now let me pick up something that you said as you opened your monologue.
No. 1 minute, sir. We'll get there. I want you to... sir, as the signatory of the letter and because we have the privilege of your presence here on the show, I want you to answer these fundamental questions because you began by saying, you know, peace has been hampered by the warmongers in the two countries. Who sent Ajmal Kasab to India to spill Indian blood?
You began by saying Indian blood.
Dr. Dayal,
shed.
Who sent Ajmal Kasab to spill Indian blood? Answer a simple question.
I didn't send him. I didn't send him.
Obviously,
Let me answer your
had you
question.
sent him, you would not be sitting here with me on the show. Who sent it? Why can't you say Pakistan sent Ajmal Amir Tasab? He did not fall from the moon, did he?
I haven't the faintest. It's for the government of India to say.
The government of India has said it. Why can't you say it? Ajmal Amir Tasab, or whatever his name was, came from Pakistan. He was trained by the ISI and then he was transported here to kill innocents. And here, 61 individuals, including you, you've signed a letter, and what do you want? You want peace with Pakistan? Why is there no mention of Ajmal Amir Tasab or the terrorist attacks that Pakistan has sponsored, orchestrated? Why, sir?
I am not ashamed. Listen, sir, I'm not ashamed of signing the letter. I'll sign such letters again. You began by saying you don't want bloodshed. I don't want bloodshed in future. I want peace.
No, 1 minute.
I don't want.
When you blame the warmongers on, in both countries, I want you to name the warmongers here in India. If you are, for peace, as you've said, let's call them out.
Do you like war? Do you like war? Do you like war? Do you like women to lose their sons? Do you like wives to lose their husbands? You must also sign such letters.
Who sent Ajmal Amir Tasab? Dr. Dayal?
Pakistan sent it. So what?
So
But we
what?
signed
Pakistan
letters of peace.
sent it, so what? Tehseen, Pakistan sent it, so what? Now I'll come to you because there are Congress leaders also who've signed the letter. Dr. Dayal, Pakistan sent a terrorist, he kills Indians, so what? I will sign the letter because my name is John Dayal and I am world's biggest peace advocate. Dr. Dayal, how can you say this? So what? Do you know how many people died in 26/11? So what? How many have died in Pahalgam, Pulwama? So what? Dr. John Dayal? How have you got this title of a peace activist, human rights activist? Never use the words again. You have nothing to do with human rights or human lives. हर्षवर्धन त्रिपाठी जी, ये जॉन दयाल जो कह रहे हैं, ये तो मुझे एक्सपेक्टेड था यही कहेंगे. ये आरएसएस तो क्या हो गया सर? आरएसएस भी तो यही कह रही है. ये तो ऐसा हो गया सिचुएशन की डिफिकल्ट है ये स्पॉट द डिफरेंस. दोनों एक ही चीज कह रहे हैं. अपोलॉजिस्ट जो है पाकिस्तानी अपोलॉजिस्ट, महबूबा, मुफ्ती, फारूक, अब्दुल्ला, ये सब तो नोन है. ये तो कश्मीर तो डिस्प्यूटेड बोलते हैं, इनकी और भी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं. आरएसएस कह रहा है टॉक टू पाकिस्तान. क्या हो गया सर?
नहीं प्रणेश जी, मुझे लगता है कि कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं है और राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ और जॉन दयाल ये एकदम दो छोर पर खड़े हैं. इनमें कोई भी राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ को वहां जाकर इस्लामाबाद, लाहौर, कराची में बिरयानी नहीं खानी है. राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ जो कह रहा है वो कोई भी भारतीय बड़ी स्पष्टता से कहेगा कि हमें वार्ता के लिए रास्ते, दरवाजे हर वक्त खुले रखने होंगे. लेकिन पॉलिसी क्या है? भारत सरकार की नीति बड़ी स्पष्ट है. जो आतंकवाद फैलाता है, जो गोली चलाएगा, उसके साथ बोली नहीं होगी. और ये जो ग्रुप है जो कहता है पीपुल टू पीपुल कॉन्टैक्ट, मैं बार बार कहता हूं पीपुल टू पीपुल कॉन्टैक्ट एक फेल्ड और फ्रॉड आइडिया है. क्योंकि जो भी इस तरह की चीजें होंगी जो पीस की तरफ जाएंगी, वो पॉलिसी मेकर्स तय करेंगे, वो गवर्नमेंट तय करेगी, वो एजेंसीज तय करेंगी. और जब तक पाकिस्तान आतंकवाद का रास्ता नहीं छोड़ेगा, जब तक वो आतंकवादी जो ऑपरेशन सिंदूर में मारे गए और उनके जनाजे में मिलिट्री के ऑफिसर दिखाई देंगे, तो बातचीत नहीं हो सकती. बातचीत होनी चाहिए, लेकिन वो बातचीत इसलिए नहीं होनी चाहिए कि जॉन दयाल और ऐसे ढेर सारे लोग, फारूक अब्दुल्ला, महबूबा मुफ्ती से लेकर, उनका भारत के और पाकिस्तान के प्रिविलेज क्लास का गोश्त और बिरयानी का प्रबंध हो जाए. ये इसलिए होना चाहिए कि आम पाकिस्तानी और आम भारतीय आतंकवाद से मुक्त होकर क्या एक दूसरे के यहां जा सकता है? क्या वो बॉर्डर खुले तो इस तरह से हम जा सकते हैं? तब ये होना चाहिए। ये जो पीड़ा है, जो लोग ये कह रहे हैं कि नहीं नहीं ये तो होना ही चाहिए, ये दरअसल वो गिरोह है, वो जमात है जिसको लंबे समय से लाहौरी बिरयानी नहीं मिली है, लाहौरी गोश्त नहीं मिला है, उसके लिए ये लोग
नहीं, हर्षवर्धन त्रिपाठी जी, जब आप कह रहे हैं कि बॉर्डर जब खुलेंगे, बॉर्डर खोल के तो हमने देख लिया ना क्या मिला। जब हमने बॉर्डर खोले हैं और उनसे बात की है, हमने देख लिया है। अभी भी आरएसएस कह रहा है कि बात करनी चाहिए, दरवाजे खुले रहने चाहिए। किससे बात करेंगे, किसका दरवाजा खोलना चाहते हैं हम?
बढ़िया, आपको बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बहुत अच्छी बात आपने कही प्रणेश जी। राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ के सरकार्यवाह दत्तात्रेय होसबाले ने जो बात कही उसको सुनिए। राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ के सह सरकार्यवाह डॉक्टर कृष्ण गोपाल ने कहा कि इस हाल में भी हम अगर उनको जरूरत है तो गेहूं दे देंगे, उनके पास आटा नहीं है तो हम देंगे, हम दे सकते हैं, लेकिन उसके लिए भी उनको शांति करनी पड़े। कहीं भी दत्ता जी ने नहीं कहा है कि आतंकवाद होता रहेगा, गोली चलती रहेगी, हम बात करते रहेंगे। उन्होंने एक आइडियल स्टैंड लिया है जो दुनिया के सबसे बड़े सामाजिक संगठन राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ को लेना चाहिए। हम सब ये कह रहे हैं हम धर्म के, अहिंसा के, शांति के देश।
नहीं, एक मिनट देखिए, मैं कोट कर देता हूं होसाबले जी ने क्या कहा है। द सिक्योरिटी एंड सेल्फ रेस्पेक्ट ऑफ अ कंट्री हैज टू बी प्रोटेक्टेड एंड द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ द डे शुड टेक केयर ऑफ इट, बट एट द सेम टाइम वी नीड नॉट क्लोज द डोर्स। सेम टाइम वी नीड नॉट क्लोज द डोर्स। We should always be ready to engage them in dialogue. अब मुझे यह बताइए कि वहां एंगेज किससे करेंगे हम?
नहीं, ये बड़ा इशू है, लेकिन कोई भी अगर कंट्री के तौर पर एग्जिस्ट कर रही है और कोई भी अगर डायलॉग करने की स्थिति बने तो बहुत अच्छा है। लेकिन ये सवाल जो आप पूछ रहे हैं, ये इसका जवाब आना बाकी है। पाकिस्तान की तरफ से शहबाज शरीफ, आसिम मुनीर कौन डायलॉग करने की स्थिति में है, यह बड़ा सवाल है। लेकिन फिर मैं कह रहा हूं कि आप संघ की जो मंशा है और जो ये गिरोह जिसने चिट्ठी लिखी है, दोनों को एक साथ करके मत देखिए। दोनों एक साथ नहीं है। बार बार भारत करता रहा है और बार बार भारत ने धोखा खाया है, चाहे अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी हो, मनमोहन सिंह हो या फिर अभी नरेंद्र मोदी हो। नरेंद्र मोदी भी गए थे शहबाज शरीफ के यहां, अनप्लान्ड चले गए थे। सब दुनिया ने देखा कि कैसे एक आतंकवादी देश में भारत का प्रधानमंत्री।
हर्षवर्धन जी, इसीलिए मैं सरप्राइज्ड हूं कि मैंने जो कहा स्पॉट द डिफरेंस। जॉन दयाल जैसे लोग जो साइन करके आए हैं लेटर और यहां बैठे हैं, वो कह रहे हैं आरएसएस भी बोल रही है और आरएसएस बोल रही है। मोहन भागवत जी ने कहा है वी आर नॉट लाइक हिटलर, दिस इज नॉट आवर नेचर और आवर वे, वी नीड टू कीप सम डोर्स ओपन। ये कौन से डोर्स खोलना चाहती है आरएसएस? And why are we, giving an excuse to Pakistani apologists?
नहीं, ये जब आप मोहन जी के बयान की बात करते हैं तो उन्होंने क्या कहा है वो बयान चलाना चाहिए आज की डिबेट। वो बढ़िया से संदर्भ आ जाएगा, पर्सपेक्टिव मिलेगा। उन्होंने कहा कल को हम ये स्थितियां बने कि पाकिस्तान हमारा हो जाए तो हो सकता है कि सारे लोग कोई हिंदू बन जाएंगे, ऐसा तो है नहीं, घर वापसी हो जाएगी, ऐसा नहीं। कुछ लोग हो सकता है, हम हिटलर की तरह से नहीं है कि सबको मार देंगे या मार देना चाहते हैं, लेकिन हम कोशिश करेंगे कि उनको जो भारत की मूल संस्कृति, मूल विरासत है उस तरफ वापस लाएं। यानी संघ ये कह रहा है कि पाकिस्तान आज नहीं तो कल हमारा हिस्सा होने वाला है। जॉन
अगर ऐसा है, अगर हिस्सा पाकिस्तान होने वाला है हमारा, तो फिर तो हमको बात सारे दरवाजे खोल देने चाहिए। अभी से हम तैयारी करते हैं, उनसे बात करते हैं कि जब हिस्सा होगा अभी से हम शुरू कर देते हैं। आप भी फोन उठा के 4-5 वहां के सीनियर जर्नलिस्ट हैं, उनको शुरू कर दीजिए आप बात कि आप कहां रहेंगे, लखनऊ आएंगे कि मैं उधर आऊं, आप पूछिए।
प्रणेश भाई, मैं कतई इसका पक्षधर नहीं हूं। मेरा बड़ा स्पष्ट मानना है जो भारत सरकार की नीति है, जब तक गोली तब तक बोली नहीं, तब तक कोई बातचीत, कोई डायलॉग नहीं हो सकता है। ये पाकिस्तान को अपने आतंकवादियों को या तो सरेंडर करना पड़ेगा, उनको सजा देना पड़ेगा, इसके अलावा कोई और रास्ता नहीं है। ये जो भी बातचीत की बातें हैं, ये एक आदर्श बात है कि बातचीत के रास्ते खुले होने चाहिए। अच्छा, दुनिया में क्या कोई कह सकता है क्या कि हम बातचीत करेंगे ही? ये तो नहीं कह सकते ना।
नहीं, क्यों, क्या प्रॉब्लम है? अगर हमने करके देख लिया है, हमने अपने सबक सीख लिए, तो अब हम दुनिया से हमको क्या लेना देना है? सर, आपने कहा कि वाजपेयी जी से लेके अभी तक जितने बार हमने पाकिस्तान पे भरोसा किया, हमने देख लिया क्या किया, तो हम तो कह ही सकते हैं कि हम बात नहीं करेंगे। तहसीन मुस्कुरा रहे हैं। तहसीन, why are you not convinced?
Good evening, Pranesh. Thank you for having me on the show. When I came this evening, I was absolutely sure that I would fire my missiles at the BJP. I am shocked that the BJP isn't on your panel. Is it because the RSS supports what John Dayal ji just said on your show? So hua. If a terrorist attack happened, John Dayal, sir, they came 200 kilometers into India, checked names, IDs. Based on religion, they opened up pants, unzipped the person, checked penises and killed them based on religion, sir. You want to talk to them? And the RSS supports us and the BJP, like cowards, has run away from your show. You can accuse us of anything, and I agree that there are some Congress people also have signed this. I totally agree with it. But today, who do we talk to in Pakistan? What is this talking with Pakistan? And I'll tell you what the problem with this letter is and why it is so toxic. And I'll end here, Pranesh. This letter that John Dayal sir has signed, or the RSS endorsed, puts India on the same page as Pakistan. No, we are the victims, they are the aggressors. There is no equality. They have entered us. They check our pants and kill us. Sir, if it was me and Karan out there in Pahalgam, Karan would have been killed and not me. That's the difference. These are a filthy nation that want to enslave our women. There is no talking to them. Whether you're Congress, human rights, BJP or RSS. And I'm shocked the BJP is not here. I am shocked that they're not here. Is this their national policy?
Now, now that you're shocked that the BJP is not here, spare some shock and call up your good friend and, senior leader, Saifuddin Soz. Dial his number. No, Tehseen, dial his number, if you have his number. Put the phone on loudspeaker. Let's see what he says. Tell him, I want you to give him a piece of your mind. Let's do this on live TV, if you want to.
I genuinely don't have him or his son's number. But honestly, in my opinion, this is my opinion, I feel he's retired. But I feel he's also done this time and again, and it's time for him to be sent to whichever asylum that he needs to go to. Okay. I can't stand any sort of conversation with Pakistan that puts us on the same level as Pakistan. We are victims, John sir. We are not the aggressors. What is this talking to them? They are
Tehseen, you think Dr. John Dayal does not know that we are victims? John Dayal is doing this so that he does not lose his relevance. Dr. John Dayal has written letters for Maoists. He wants to talk to people who, wage a war against the Indian state. Karan?
So, one more gem of Mr. John Dayal, now that he's here, Pranesh. You asked him about Ajmal Kasab. You must know, and your audience must know, that Mr. John Dayal came hammer and tongs against the then public prosecutor Ujjwal Nikam, who was pushing for a death penalty for Ajmal Kasab. That is John Dayal for you. He is not a human rights activist, he is a terrorist rights activist. He has written petitions, he has begged for mercy for Afzal Guru, for Yaqub Memon, for Ajmal Kasab. ऐसा कोई terrorist नहीं जिनके साथ John Dayal ना खड़े हों. That is his illustrious track record that should be celebrated here. But alas, Pranesh, the biggest irony here today is that our good friend Harshvardhan ji today is on the back foot. He is not able to clearly say that what the RSS has said today is a disgusting statement. I will stick my neck out and say it is highly condemnable what the RSS has said. ये क्या मतलब है? बात आदर्शवाद है कि बात होनी है पर हम कर नहीं रहे हैं. अरे कैसे बात हो सकती है? क्या पाकिस्तान कभी आतंकवाद छोड़ सकता है, अपनी फितरत छोड़ सकता है? हर्षवर्धन जी, ये बात जान करके भी दो तरफा बात करना is just confusing the people. That is all there is. Either the RSS is confused, and I think RSS is grossly confused here, to come up with a statement like this. And I'm glad the BJP distanced itself from this statement. Even RSS said that no, we will follow the policy of the government. So it's wrong to target the BJP when they've completely disowned this.
Where is the distancing? Karan, 1 minute. 1 minute. This thing about the BJP, how have they distanced themselves from the RSS? Just like Pakistan can't distance itself from terror, BJP cannot distance itself from RSS. It cannot, which is why they are not on the show. They cannot, because the BJP keeps giving out certificates of patriotism, nationalism to all these parties, and rightly so, Pakistani apologists. the likes of Mehbooba, Mufti, Farooq, Abdullah, known Pakistani apologists. But the BJP cannot take a stand to say what Dr. Bhagwat has said is wrong. What Hosableji said is wrong. We haven't heard that, Karan.
So, BJP has not for a minute said that we are going to follow what the RSS has said here. They should have been on the debate. I think that's a big self-goal. They should have been on the debate and said it out in loud terms. But why should the BJP go rebutting everything that is posed to the RSS? The culprit here is the RSS, Pranesh. In fact, there should be someone from the RSS here taking this question. What made you say something as stupid as this? It is downright stupid. It is anti-national. I'll stick my neck out and further say this. It is an anti-national statement coming from the RSS. Mother of all ironies, coming from the RSS, who I hail as a nationalist organization time and again on your show.
हर्षवर्धन जी,
then this is the mindset, Pranesh. This is the mindset that has caused.
कुछ कहना चाहते हैं आप? बड़ी गलती हुई है, चूक हुई है?
नहीं प्रणेश, कोई गलती नहीं हुई है। मुझे लगता है कि करण इस बात को समझ नहीं पा रहे हैं, और आपने भी जहां से शुरू किया, अगर आप संघ के बातचीत के रास्ते पूरी तरह से बंद नहीं होने चाहिए, और साथ में ये कि भारत सरकार को भारत की सुरक्षा, भारत के हित, भारत के नागरिकों को प्रोटेक्ट करना उनकी जिम्मेदारी है, ये आप दोनों को नहीं समझ पा रहे हैं। अगर आप डिफरेंशिएट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं कि जो गिरोह कह रहा है और जो संघ कह रहा है उसमें कितना अंतर है, तो फिर मुझे कुछ नहीं करना। करण आज थोड़ा ज्यादा उत्तेजित हैं।
नहीं उत्तेजित नहीं हर्षवर्धन जी, देखिए, चलिए, आप देखिए सीनियर है और मैं आपसे समझना चाहता हूं। मैं सही में नहीं समझ पा रहा, और मैं जो समझ पाया वो मैं आपको वो बता देता हूं, ताकि फिर आप, यस करण, जस्ट 1 मिनट, लेट मी जस्ट मेक दिस पॉइंट। हर्षवर्धन जी, बात बहुत ही सिंपल है। या तो आरएसएस भी वही है, एंटी नेशनल ग्रुप, जैसे कि हम बाकी लोगों को कहते हैं, जो कहते हैं कि पाकिस्तान से बात करिए। जॉन दयाल जैसे लोग, महबूबा मुफ्ती जैसे लोग, बात करने में क्या बुराई है? रास्ते खोल दो, दरवाजे खिड़की सब खोल दो। क्यों खोलना है? हमने खोल के तो देख लिया है। किससे वहां खोल के क्या देखेंगे? हमने, चलिए, एक दरवाजा खोल दिया आरएसएस के बोलने से, क्या दिख रहा है वहां उस तरफ?
प्रणेश बिल्कुल नहीं खोलना है। आप उस बयान को ठीक से देखिए, और जो ये दूसरा समूह कह रहा है उसको ठीक से समझिए। मैं फिर से कहता हूं, बातचीत के रास्ते पूरी तरह बंद नहीं करने चाहिए, एक बात है, और हमें ऑपरेशन सिंदूर रोकना चाहिए, दूसरी बात है। आप उस लेटर की लैंग्वेज देखिए। आपने और करण ने, लगता है, वो चिट्ठी नहीं पढ़ी है, और अगर पढ़ी है तो दोनों की भाषा एक बार जो दत्ता जी ने कहा वो सुनाइए, जो भागवत जी कह रहे हैं वो सुनाइए, और वो लेटर पढ़कर सुनाइए।
मैंने लेटर पढ़ लिया, लेटर मेरे सामने हर्षवर्धन जी। इस लेटर के आखिर में भी वही लिखा हुआ है जो दत्ता जी और होसाबले जी कह रहे हैं। वो दोनों समूह यही कह रहा है कि बात करनी चाहिए। एक कह रहा है खिड़की दरवाजे खोलो, और दूसरा कह रहा है कि बात करो। करण,
हर्षवर्धन जी, मैं आपको बहुत उच्च एस्टीम में, आई होल्ड यू इन वेरी हाई एस्टीम, और मुझे नहीं लगता आपका कंपैरिजन कि भाई जो जॉन दयाल कह रहे हैं मैं उससे अलग हूं, इससे आपको कंसोलेशन लेना चाहिए। आप भी घूम फिर के ये बात कह रहे हैं बातचीत का दरवाजा खुला होना चाहिए। और मोहन भागवत जी ने क्या कहा, वहां भी अच्छे लोग हैं, हम उनसे इंटरैक्ट कर सकते हैं। कौन है ये अच्छे लोग? मैं आपको एग्जांपल देता हूं जरा। शाहिद अफरीदी, शोएब अख्तर, इन सबको खूब भारत ने बुला बुला के स्टेट डिनर्स दिए हुए हैं, प्लम कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स दिए हुए कमेंट्री के। शोएब अख्तर के भाई की अभी डेथ हुई है, वहां नमाजे जनाजा में लश्कर तैयबा के टेररिस्ट थे। ये शोएब अख्तर यहां कपिल शर्मा शो और इन सब पे आता है और कहता है अमन की आशा होनी चाहिए। इनसे बात करें हम। हानिया आमिर से बात करें, जो दिलजीत दोसांझ के साथ एक्ट्रेस बन के आई, हु वाज चीयरिंग ऑन फॉर पाकिस्तान ड्यूरिंग ऑपरेशन सिंदूर, सेइंग इट्स गुड पाकिस्तान इज रिटेलिएटिंग। इनसे बात करें। कौन है वो लोग जिनसे हम बात करें? इसका जवाब दीजिए। आपका कंपैरिजन जॉन दयाल जी से नहीं है, पर आप आज कहां तक पहुंच गए कि आप पाकिस्तान से बातचीत की बात कर रहे हैं? दोनों तरफ नहीं चल सकते। या तो कहिए पाकिस्तान से बात नहीं होनी चाहिए, या कहिए नहीं नहीं होनी चाहिए, थोड़ी सी ऐसे होनी चाहिए, थोड़ी सी वैसे होनी चाहिए। कोई गुंजाइश ही नहीं है। एक आतंकी मुल्क जो अभी आज कह रहा है बिलावल भुट्टो।
बोलिए सर, बोलिए हर्षवर्धन जी, बोलिए।
करण, मुझे लगता है कि इसमें कोई कंफ्यूजन है नहीं, और ये बड़ा अच्छा किया आपने। मैं तो ये साफ साफ कहता हूं कि अमन की आशा टाइप चीजें ही फ्रॉड है। मैंने अपने इनिशियल स्टेटमेंट में ये कहा, और जो भी बातचीत होगी वो गवर्नमेंट टू गवर्नमेंट हो सकती है, जो भी बात होगी वो पॉलिसी मेकर्स में हो सकती है। मैं कतई इससे एग्री नहीं करता हूं कि पीपल टू पीपल कांटेक्ट होगा, कुछ पत्रकार, कुछ
वो तो कह रहे हैं सर, यही तो कह रहे हैं। वो तो मोहन भागवत जी तो कह रहे हैं पीपो वहां कुछ अच्छे लोग हैं। अब ये कौन अच्छे लोग हैं, आपके पास लिस्ट है तो बताइए, उनको लगाया जाए फोन, उनसे पूछते हैं हम। एक दो सवाल में अच्छे लोगों की अच्छाई सामने आ जाएगी। हर्षवर्धन जी,
प्रणेश, अच्छे लोग होंगे भी तो उनसे बातचीत का कोई मतलब नहीं है। मैं बहुत क्लियरली कह रहा हूं कि जो पॉलिसी डिसीजन लेने वाले लोग हैं उनके अलावा किसी से बात का कोई मतलब नहीं। पिछले 75-80 सालों में हमने ये करके देख लिया, उसमें कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं। लेकिन इसको कहना कि बातचीत के रास्ते बंद नहीं करने चाहिए और इसको कहना कि ऑपरेशन सिंदूर बंद कर देना चाहिए,
लेकिन बातचीत के रास्ते बंद नहीं करने चाहिए, ये महबूबा मुफ्ती और फारूक अब्दुल्ला भी कहते हैं। बातचीत के रास्ते बंद नहीं करने चाहिए। क्यों नहीं बंद करने चाहिए? अब कब बंद करेंगे? जब वो न्यूक्लियर वेपन चला देंगे तब बंद करेंगे हम। बचेगा ही नहीं भारत, कब बंद करेंगे हम? अब हम किसके लिए वेट कर रहे हैं? 26/11 हो गया, पार्लियामेंट पे अटैक हो गया, पहलगाम पुलवामा हो गया। हर्षवर्धन जी, अब आप क्या चाह रहे हैं कि ये डिबेट चल रही है, अटैक हो जाए तब हम रास्ते बंद करेंगे?
नहीं, हमने रास्ते बंद किए हैं। हम फैक्ट पर बात करें ना, हमने रास्ते बंद किए। हम तो चिनाब और सिंधु का पानी भी डाइवर्ट कर रहे हैं। हम तो वहां तक जा रहे हैं जो कभी इतनी इस तरह से हम गए नहीं थे। जो नेहरू जी के समय की ट्रीटी थी उसको हम रिविजिट कर रहे हैं।
नहीं तो उसके लिए तो तारीफ नहीं तो वो जो कदम उठाए कड़े कदम, उसके लिए तो पूरा देश खड़ा है। उसके लिए तो हमने यहां पे कितने प्रोग्राम्स किए हैं, उसमें क्लियरली बोला है कि ये होता है मजबूत भारत, ऐसा डिसीजन लेना चाहिए पहले प्रधानमंत्री। वो तो बात ठीक है, लेकिन जो गलत है वो गलत है। अब आप देखिए, हमें उस ऐसे दिन में जब फारूक अब्दुल्ला, महबूबा मुफ्ती, इन लोगों को एक्सपोज करना चाहिए, क्वेश्चन करना चाहिए, हम क्या बात कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि बयान ऐसे दिए गए हैं। नीलोफर मसूद, आई एम कमिंग टू यू, बट यू नो, लेट मी ब्रिंग इन who do I have from the PDP? Aditya Gupta. Aditya, who do you want to speak to in Pakistan? Mehbooba Mufti wants to talk to Pakistan.
First of all, it's a straightway letter which is written to the government saying that, see, that the diplomacy has to be started back. Track to diplomacy, do some kind of dialogue with Pakistan and have some kind of dialogue, and also take the initiative of leading the SAARC nations.
No, forget track 2, track 3. I'm not on that. Let's talk about, you know, when you want to, you know, initiate formal talks with Pakistan, who do you talk to and what do you tell Pakistan?
I'm correcting you because it is a suggestion to the government that they should initiate it. The conversation is the only way out. Jang ladke kuch nahi hoga. You have seen even in the Middle Eastern war, even the US and Iran sat together and had a conversation. See, ultimately, this is how you will come to an end. Get the dispute to an end. War is not the end.
What is the dispute? No, 1 minute. Dispute? What is the dispute here, Mr. Gupta? There is no dispute. What is the dispute? Kashmir is your dispute according to you. This is the standard line. What is the dispute here?
Sure. 1 minute. So, fact is, when I say dispute, the conflict between India and Pakistan, that has to come to an end. That has to come to an end when by a dialogue.
No, Mr. Gupta, let's go one by one. Aditya Gupta, we've had debates in the past, Aditya. Just answer simple questions. And you know, I'm not going to force you into answering those questions. If you want to, you tell me. If you don't, it's okay. Now you're talking about this letter. I have the letter here. Now you tell me, Mehbooba Mufti, as the former chief minister of an Indian state, why could she not ask the other signatories that, look, we should not sign the letter till we insert one line or one word condemning Pak terror? Why is there no mention of Pak terror in this letter? Why?
I think you should have used the same versificity when you should have questioned the way the US president decided to end the Operation Sindoor. You never questioned the government like that, inserting the words. You never.
You know what I did with the government? It is available on YouTube. You answer for the PDP. When you say there is a dispute and that refer to the letter, Pranesh, Aditya Gupta, why is there no mention of Pakistan terror? Why?
See, it is the suggestion going to the government saying that, see, you should have a dialogue. If you want that, see, there's no dispute to the fact that Pakistan has been initiating a war against India. There's no dispute. But what is the way forward? Are you going to end
that is the way. Aditya Gupta, if you can say it, why can't Ms. Mufti say this? That Pakistan wages a proxy war. I'm glad you've said it. But by the time the program ends, you'll be pulled up by the party for saying this. This is not your party line. You belong to the PDP. Don't forget. Miss Nilofer, Farooq Abdullah said both countries must sit and have talks on Kashmir. That is the solution to end terrorism. Really? What is there to solve about Kashmir?
Thank you, Pranesh, for having me here. But it's very unfortunate after 20 and I think after half an hour, you have given me time to speak here. And we are the first casualty whenever there is war between India and Pakistan. And we are the first casualties because of this reason. From 1947, we have been seeing all these wars, military confrontations. So you ought to have given us the time first, who in fact live in the Jammu and Kashmir. There is no doubt about it that we have a freedom of speech and expression. People have written 100 prominent people, which includes...
No, 1 minute. I am not... Do not mention their prominence. They are not prominent. They are not. All of them are sellout, including the person who's sitting on the panel. Dr. John Dayal is a sellout. He sold his soul. He writes letters for terrorists.
And has always
Answer my question, Miss Masood. Solution to Kashmir problem is through Kashmir. Both countries must sit and have talks on Kashmir.
This is... You never allow me to speak. Kindly allow us to speak. I have already said that we are the people who suffer because of wars. Dr. Farooq Abdullah has always been advocating for the peaceful engagement, political engagement of the two countries.
What has Kashmir got to do with Pakistan? Just answer that question, Ms. Masood, if you are interested. Don't beat around the bush. Excuse me. Answer the question on Kashmir. What has Kashmir got to do with Pakistan?
The war. They said, let there be war for all time.
Nilofer Masood, what has Kashmir got to do with Pakistan? Simple question.
Fine morning, we are seeing the tweet of Mr. American president. He is telling us that...
Ma'am, do you understand? Do you understand what I'm trying to ask you? Obviously you do. Farooq Abdullah wants to talk on Kashmir. What is there to talk about Kashmir?
Better would have been those people who have signed, who are signatory.
Forget it, Nilofer Masood. You know, just hear the conversation. You're not interested in answering question. Umar Junaidi, what is there to talk about Kashmir? बोलिए उमर जुनैदी साहब.
I'm not getting the audio, Pranesh.
आवाज अब आ रही है सर? Is it better now? Can you hear me?
Yes. Please.
फारूक अब्दुल्ला ने कहा है both countries must sit together, have talks on Kashmir. What is there to talk about Kashmir?
Pranesh, the question is better to be asked by the National Conference and the people representing.
वो तो जवाब नहीं दे रही है ना. वो तो peace और वो क्या-क्या बोल रही वो. आप बता दीजिए ना उनको. I want you to answer. Obviously, I want you to answer. On behalf of all of us, tell Nilofer Masood that Kashmir is not a dispute.
The point is very clear. Kashmir is a part of India, and that cannot be the dispute between India and Pakistan.
Well said.
Now the point is the Pakistan is the initiator of attacks, and every attack, we get victimized. We are into problem. And for the betterment of the citizens of India, it is the duty of the state to have the conflict done for once and for all. So there should be a solution. There should be an end. Every time a terror attack happens, it might be the Pakistan or any country.
Might be. Every time it is Pakistan. And what is the solution according to you, Umar Junaidi? What is the solution?
Yes, it is Pakistan. I am very confident.
Yeah, that's okay. Glad you are saying that. What is the solution? What do you tell Pakistan?
The solution is we have to have the Operation Sindoor in the successful way, along with the talks.
Along with talks. So you will tell them that we are no. So along with talks, you want Operation Sindoor. Umar Junaidi, I wonder why. I think this is the reason they did not ask you to sign the letter. Karan?
So the only solution to Pakistan, and there is historical data to suggest that, Pranesh, is cripple them financially, cripple them of food and resources to a point where they are so occupied with their own issues that they can't dream of an attack against you. That is the only strategy that worked when they were on the FATF grey list. The terror attacks went down. Whenever Pakistan is in trouble, a divided, dilapidated Pakistan works for India. And that is the only solution.
You know, Karan, John Dayal will call you anti-human rights. Dr. John Dayal, do you support the Indus water choke on Pakistan?
How can I agree with such persons
Right.
that you're collected on your panel? We ask for peace so that there are no future violence. We must impress on Pakistan.
This is not violence. 1 minute. This is not violence. This is terrorism. There's a difference. Dr. John Dayal, apart from writing books, you should be reading books also. You will be clear in your head. This is not ordinary violence. This is terror. Let's call it terrorism. Now answer my question. Do you agree with the Indus water choke? Tessin, I'm coming to you. Dr. John Dayal, do you agree with the Indus water choke on Pakistan?
You don't have to be abusive to ask questions.
I am not abusing you. I am just being assertive. Answer my question, Dr. John Dayal.
No. You're being absolutely uncouth. I do not support squeezing, making Pakistan hungry, making Pakistan thirsty. That is not how we want our neighbors.
Okay.
We don't want our neighbors to be in such a situation.
Wow.
We just don't want our neighbors to be in a situation. You have got it totally on the wrong.
Right.
We don't want wars.
Okay. Dr. John Dayal, 1 minute. Can you say that Pakistan must stop exporting terror? Can you say this one sentence? For the collective satisfaction of, the panel here and the viewers. Can you, Dr. John Dayal, you are on test. I am putting you on test. You can prove me wrong by saying Pakistan must stop exporting terror.
Pakistan should.
Must.
Stop exporting
Pakistan
terror.
must.
And we
Pakistan must,
so.
not should. Pakistan
so.
must stop exporting
Pakistan
terror.
should.
Why not must? Why should? हर्षवर्धन जी, ये देखिए, मैं इसीलिए कह रहा था कि ये जो हम नैरेटिव में जो कॉम्प्रोमाइज हो गया है, इंडिया फर्स्ट नैरेटिव, अब जॉन दयाल जैसे लोग एक सिंपल सी लाइन नहीं कह सकते, वो मस्ट को शूट कर रहे हैं वो, और वो बोल रहे हैं कि
नहीं प्रणेश,
बोलिए सर।
प्रणेश देखिए, मैं आपको शुक्रिया करता हूं, मैं आपको थैंक यू बोलता हूं कि डिबेट खत्म होते होते मैंने जो शुरू में कहा था आपने उसको प्रूव कर दिया। संघ पहले दिन से कहता है कि पाकिस्तान आतंकवादियों को भारत भेजता है। संघ पहले दिन से इसको लेकर स्पष्ट है। चेनाब और सिंधु का पानी भारत का पहला हक है, भारत इस्तेमाल करेगा। जो नेहरू जी के समय की ट्रीटी थी उसको रिविजिट करना है। अगर कोई ये सोचेगा कि भारत पर बम बरसाकर, गोली बरसाकर वो करेगा तो उसको उसका जवाब दिया जाएगा। संघ ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के साथ पूरी तरह से खड़ा है। संघ जब अखंड भारत की बात करता है तो वो उसके साथ खड़ा होता है, और जो पाकिस्तान के अवैध कब्जे में हमारा जम्मू कश्मीर है उसको वापस लेने की बात संघ करता है। तो जो डिफरेंस है वो आपने खुद प्रूव कर दिया, जिसकी हम शुरुआत में बातचीत कर रहे थे कि दोनों में कितना अंतर है।
नहीं दोनों में नहीं। देखिए हर्षवर्धन जी, आप जो मुझे बधाई दे रहे हैं, मैं बधाई अभी नहीं लूंगा, बधाई उस समय लूंगा जब ये जो स्टेटमेंट जिसके बारे में मैंने चर्चा की, आपसे सवाल पूछे, जब ये वापस ले लेंगे तब बधाई लूंगा मैं। अब बधाई दिया आपने, आई थैंक यू, बट ये मैं लूंगा तब जब आप ये जो स्टेटमेंट्स है जिसपे हमने चर्चा की पहले 10-15 मिनट, वो वापस लिए जाएंगे। उसके बिना मैं बधाई नहीं ले सकता सर। प्लीज डॉक्टर जॉन दयाल, let me ask you a question on Pak occupied Kashmir. Should Pakistan give up occupation, illegal occupation?
India's parliament have passed a resolution long ago about Kashmir being a part of India. That resolution stands. Therefore, we call it Pakistani occupied Kashmir.
That is not my question. Dr. John Dayal, should Pakistan, will you ask Pakistan, will you sign a letter asking Pakistan to give up illegal occupation? Will you sign the letter? Will you become the first signatory? Will you convince the others?
I'll consider your suggestion.
You will consider my suggestions. When? After another attack happens. Why is it so difficult, Dr. John Dayal? Why?
I don't know when.
Why does your heart beat for Pakistan? Why?
You will have to wait.
Why does your heart beat for terrorists?
My heart beats. My heart beats even for you.
Thank you. But why does it beat for Ajmal Amir Kasab?
I abhor the death penalty.
There you go. You abhor the death penalty, but you celebrate terror. Dr. John Dayal, do you see what you're doing? You will celebrate terror and you abhor the death penalty.
I don't support terror.
Tessin, people in the Congress ecosystem have emboldened, the likes of Dr. John Dayal.
When we say on national television, as John Sir is saying, that violence must end, we are putting our India on the same pedestal as Pakistan. My country, India, has never started violence. We are victims.
भाई साहब ये violence नहीं है, ये terrorism है. Please violence मत बोलिए.
Exactly. And sir, I want to put this across to you. What else are we supposed to do when they are attacking us? It is our duty to keep our sovereign, to keep our country secure, our sovereign secure. What are you talking? We are not terrorizing them. They are terrorizing us. Sir, Asim Munir said he wants to nuke India. Mohsin Naqvi said he wants to nuke India. This is the stated official position of the government of Pakistan. What the hell do you want us to do? They want to nuke us and cook us. That's Pakistan.
Tessin, why don't you get the number of Mr. Soos and tell him exactly this? At least get one signatory less of this letter 61. Tell the Congress leaders also. I appreciate your stand. Tell the Congress leaders. And by the way, there's also Manishankar Iyer. I tried calling him a couple of times, didn't take my call, obviously. But I'm glad that Umar Junaidi is saying things as they should be. Nilofer Masood, why can't you take a stand? What is the dispute about Kashmir?
We have always taken stand and we are for the peace. We want that peace should prevail for long stability of the peace.
Who disturbs peace? Who disturbs peace, Nilofer Masood?
Because we have lost so many innocent people here. We want that peace should prevail.
Who disturbs peace? Nilofer Masood? Who disturbs peace? Nilofer जी, मैं हिंदी में पूछता हूं आपसे. Peace को कौन disturb करता है?
Peace को कौन disturb करता है? पीस को सब पता है कि नेबर हमारे डिस्टर्ब करते हैं. हमने तो हमेशा कहा है. We have not supported any terrorism.
चलिए, ये तो आपने ये ऐसी बात क्या हो गया? आप लोग सब अपने पार्टी लाइन के खिलाफ कह रहे हैं. आपके जो बड़े नेता हैं वो कहते हैं कश्मीर पहले सॉल्व करना चाहिए, उससे टेरर खत्म हो. कश्मीर में क्या सॉल्व करना चाहते हैं फारूक अब्दुल्ला?
हालांकि ये हमें ज्यादा इफेक्ट कर रहा था.
कश्मीर में क्या सॉल्व करना चाहते हैं फारूक अब्दुल्ला? कश्मीर में क्या सॉल्व करने के लिए है?
At least we can use our water resources. You never thought about at that time when the treaty was signed about the people of Jammu and Kashmir, how it is going to badly affect them. You never thought about that. So whenever you are thinking for the solution, think about the Jammu and Kashmir, how it is going to affect them.
Karan.
Whether it is going to benefit them.
नहीं प्रणेश, बहुत अच्छा हुआ आप नीलोफर जी के पास चले गए बिफोर शी स्टार्ट्स प्लेइंग द विक्टिम कार्ड अगेन कि आप मेरे पास नहीं आए. मैं जरा उनसे एक चीज पूछना चाहता हूं. 28 नवंबर 2015 फारूक अब्दुल्ला, POK is a part of Pakistan. Then he doubles down. 11th November 2017 Farooq Abdullah says POK will be Pak's no matter how many wars are fought. भूल जाओ इसको, ये उन्हीं का है. ये है फारूक अब्दुल्ला का स्टैंड. नीलोफर जी उसके साथ खड़ी होती हैं. जॉन दयाल जी से तो आपने पूछ लिया सवाल, इनसे पूछ लीजिए जरा. इस पे क्लियर आ जाए.
नहीं दे रही है ना, समय बर्बाद हो रहा है. हर्षवर्धन जी, ये फारूक अब्दुल्ला जैसे जो लोग हैं इनका क्या करना चाहिए?
नहीं प्रणेश, मुझे लगता है इसमें अब कोई ज्यादा कंफ्यूजन नहीं है. पाकिस्तान के अवैध कब्जे में जो जम्मू कश्मीर है उसको वापस लेकर आना है. जो फारूक अब्दुल्ला कह रहे हैं उनके मन में कुछ और होगा, लेकिन भारत की पॉलिसी बड़ी स्पष्ट है. ये अवैध कब्जा है, इस अवैध कब्जे को हमें वापस लेना है. भारत सरकार ने, विदेश मंत्रालय ने वहां चल रही एक्टिविटीज पर बड़ी चिंता जताई है. जो लगभग 100 लोगों को पाकिस्तानी रेंजर्स, आर्मी, पुलिस ने मार दिया, उस पर बड़ा सवाल खड़ा किया है. और अब मीरपुर, मुजफ्फराबाद के लोग सड़क पर हैं. वो कह रहे हैं कि पाकिस्तान से हमारा क्या लेना देना है. वो बहुत साफ कह रहे हैं कि पाकिस्तान हमारा इस्तेमाल सिर्फ टेररिस्ट लॉन्च पैड के लिए करता है। तो मुझे लगता है इसमें कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं होना चाहिए। फारूक अब्दुल्ला साहब को कंफ्यूजन है तो ये तो वो लोग हैं जो कहा करते थे 370 हटा तो कोई झंडा उठाने वाला नहीं मिलेगा भारत का। महबूबा मुफ्ती यही बोला करती थी। मुझे लगता है इन सब के चेहरे बेनकाब हो गए, इसमें कोई कंफ्यूजन अब रह नहीं गया।
Umar Junaidi, Farooq Abdullah is very much part of the India bloc. How can you have such people as your alliance partners, sir?
Pranesh, their ideology is something very different as because they are the part of the Kashmir and they know what the situation is there.
No, what is the situation there? No, what is the situation there? What is the situation in Kashmir?
No, but they are the first victim as said by the
first victims were Kashmiri Hindus who were driven out.
Now you're putting this Hindu-Muslim. It is the point of Kashmiri and Indian.
No, Kashmiri and Indians. Kashmiri and Indians. Kashmiri is not Indian. Kashmiri and Indians, Umar Junaidi, really? Try this on some other channel.
So there is Kashmiri Hindu and there is Kashmiri Muslim and there is Indian Muslim and Indian Hindu.
Yeah, because so they were othered. They were driven out. Genocide is the word. My friend, Umar Junaidi, genocide. Genocide. Get that right. That is the word. What is there to solve in Kashmir and what different ideology? Why are you defending Umar Abdullah, Farooq Abdullah? Farooq Abdullah says both countries must sit and have talks on Kashmir. What talks on Kashmir? Ask your alliance partner.
Whenever there is a genocide, you mean that there is no Muslim.
Umar Junaidi, who is responsible for the genocide against Kashmiri Hindus? You tell me. Terrorists. Farooq Abdullah standing with terrorists. Pakistan sends terrorists. Farooq Abdullah stands with terrorists. Stands with Pakistan. Wants to talk to Pakistan. Says solve Kashmir. What is there to solve in Kashmir?
Pranesh, the situation is very different. I sit in Gulbarga, Karnataka and I cannot talk about the situation in Kashmir.
No, why can't you talk about what? Kashmir is not part of the country. How is Karnataka different from Kashmir? Why can't you talk for Kashmir while you are in Karnataka?
I am definitely talking. What I'm trying to make the point.
What is this new ideology? No, 1 minute. You said that, he has a different ideology because he's from Kashmir and they are suffering. What is this different ideology? There is only one ideology, and that is the idea of India. Anyone who breaches the line, anyone, any entity, any organization will have to be held accountable.
Let us appreciate the Kashmiris are the...
If you have to appreciate our armed forces that guard the borders so that we can have debates like this. Otherwise, there will be bloodshed and mayhem every hour. That is what Pakistan does, my friend. We've run out of time. Nilofer Masood, come prepared the next time. And Dr. John Dayal, after the show, please pick up your pen and paper or tell your friends to draft a letter demanding justice for the 26 people killed by Pakistani terrorists in Pahalgam. Your signature should be the first on the list. Put it on social media. I will repost that. The news are with Navika Kumar on the other side.